It would be cool. It would be very cool if like when I start the VPO and then switch scenes in OBS that it actually loads the VPO as opposed to like just a black screen. That's why OBS? The software's running. Well, Cat. Are you not gonna hang out with me? I guess no cat. Oh, she needs a glass of water. Not a glass though; it's a fountain. She has a fountain. I'm sleepy. Eepy, as they say. Little tired today. It's been a code day. I wrote a lot of code. Actually, I didn't even write that much code. I had to think about code a lot to get the code to work. And now my brain is... It's like that. That's where I'm at. We should hype up a little bit. We should get the juices flowing. Get the adrenaline. Get the adrenaline working up there. We need to get it. We need to get motivated. Oh, I've got stories to tell, but no one's here yet. Because there are people I want to tell these stories to. Namely, like, Shiny and Squirrel Horde. And Kyle, but I'll see Kyle on Thursday. I have dance stories. I have stories about going dancing. It was a wild weekend. I went dancing twice. And yeah, I'm not gonna tell the whole story because I don't want to tell it like 7 times. I'll wait till the folks that I especially want to tell the story to, I'll wait till they're here. Either today or maybe Thursday. It was weird. So I went to one show that was like a really hardcore, like not hardcore. What's the right word for it? Just a very like. I'm struggling with my vocabulary. So mostly what I dance to is like hip hop, R&B, that sort of stuff, right? And that's my favorite music to dance to. It's the best. It's like I would say that I like EDM more, but hip hop and R&B is way more fun to dance to. Way more fun. The show that I went to on, let's see. The show that I went to on Saturday was intense. Baller, you might say. I would say that room had so like, there's, I would say most of the times that I go dancing, there is an amount, a somewhere between like 0 and a metric fuck ton, there's an amount of baller swag, you know? And like, I'd say like a casual show has, you know, a low to medium amount of baller swag. You know, it's not like the main focus. It's just around. It's just part of the vibe. It's part of the room. It's part of the music. It's part of the folks that are showing up. Like the club that I go to, I've described it as a strong vanilla. There's like nothing wrong with it. Nothing really like, it's just a dance club. It's kind of like, it's just a nice, clean, like place with good lights, good sound system, and it's just a good club. And there's nothing wrong with it. There's nothing weird about it. It's just a nice, clean, cool club, right? And nice people show up there, and it's a good vibe, good people. Let me change some music right here. What do I want to listen to? What vibes do I want to put out? Lo-fi Vidya, I think. So, you know, and so when they're playing like hip hop and R&B, you know, you got like there's like a VIP sort of like, so there's the dance floor, there's the well, I mean I should look at, there's the dance floor like right here. And then there's the bar over here. And then the club that I go to also has like a little VIP area that you pay a little bit. Yeah, I've never paid any. I don't care about that. That's not what I'm there for. But like, there's like a little VIP area that like, you know, if you're having like a birthday party with your crew, and you get over there, and then they have like you can like, they have like bottle service, so you can be a baller. You can be a baller. You know, they like the staff comes with like sparklers and a bottle of champagne, and they walk through the club and they give it to you over here. That's what I'm talking about. That's the kind of like vibe that is available to you. Now, how do I put this? So like I go to dance. That's what I'm going there. But it's like, you know, it's a club, so there's like, I'd say like there's three elements in play here. There's like the music and the dancing. That's like one element, right? And then there's, you know, it's a club with a bar, and there's the alcohol, and that's the second element, right? And then it's a party, right? It's just a room full of people, and you're there to like, you know, hang out. So for me personally, I'm like, dancing is number one. Dancing is the main thing I'm going for, right? And then some, like, honestly, I don't even need a drink anymore to just like come and dance and have a good time, right? So like alcohol's number two. And then like the party, the fact that there's other people there is like the part that it's number three on my list, but it's also like, you know, I'm a shy introvert, and I've got this weird like dance thing that I started doing, right? And then I got used to like, well, I'm getting used to like, okay, it's also a party, and I should, you know, say hi to people, be nice to people, chit chat and whatever. And so, but it's like, as far as the three elements go, like it goes dance first, alcohol maybe, and then the people are kind of like the third factor there, and like, and I'm working my way up to that being like the thing that I'm going to do. But I'm mainly there to dance, and then I'm observing the other folks there, and I feel like there's really only a few people there that come for like the dancing first. Now there are people that come for the music first, especially if there's like a specific DJ or specific actor show or something like that. So you know, there are people that show up for the music, but like that's actually kind of the minority of people that show up. And so pretty much like most of the people that show up at a dance club are there for a party, to just hang out with a bunch of people or hang out with their people in a room in a party with like a lot of, so it's like you get like little like circles of people that are just kind of like all hanging out together, and that's kind of cool. And then you know, it's 21 and up, and there's alcohol, there's a bar, you get a drink, people get a drink. That's a thing that people do a lot. I mean, my Beepo setup is supposed to be a bar. I'm tired. I've been working really hard on my app, and I haven't put any work into this. I need to. I say that every time. That's all right. It's all right. Guys, you can only do so much. You can only do like, you know, like only about 7 things at a time. Any more than that, and you start to die. Right, so I'm going to their dance, and then there's the party and the alcohol, and it's kind of weird because it's like I don't know, I feel like I'm going to another planet sometimes, but this planet is nice to me and thinks I'm cool, and it's like, and I feel very welcome there. It's so like it's very strange, but like I like it. It's very nice. So I go like dance like a crazy person. And then there's the alcohol, and then there's the party. So, and like the option of like, would you like some baller swag? Is that something you would like to purchase tonight? Is just available, generally speaking. So this one night I go, like this weekend, and there's like there's like a couch on the dance floor. Like, you know, normally there's like the VIP area over here that's got like a couch and tables and stuff, and then they bring you your drinks, and they probably charge a lot for you to bring you your drinks like that, right? But then like over here is just where you go dancing, right? But the dance floor has like a couch like right over here, like right here, and so like there's less dance area and more baller swag zone, and then there's another couch over here, and so like the whole room just became like the baller swag zone, and I'm like, okay, this is different, because I am here to dance, and I did dance. I didn't feel like I couldn't dance, and there was enough room to dance. It was just like kind of like, oh, tonight is more baller swag, and less music dance. I guess. I don't know. Because, like, I don't really know what I'm doing. I go there and I have fun and they're nice to me and it's a good time. But, like, I don't actually know this culture that well. I'm learning. So it's kind of like this experience that I had this week with the intense baller swagification of the entire dance club is like this polar opposite of like my cultural spectrum. Now, also this weekend was ECCC, Emerald City Comic Con here in Seattle, and I didn't go this year because I don't have money at the moment. I'm like, there's a lot of expenses, and I'm working on a app to try and get that up and running. So it's like, can't afford to really go on something really cool like ECCC, and I don't really have time either because I gotta be working on the app. I'm so tired, you guys. Right, so I didn't make it to ECCC, but, and I was suspicious of this, someone scheduled a ECCC after party at the club I always go to. That's weird. That's weird to do. Because Emerald City Comic Con is, I believe, 4 days long. Thursday to Sunday. And this after party starts at Sunday at 9 p.m. Who in the heck has the energy after 4 days of a convention to go out clubbing on a Sunday when you're either going back to work on Monday or traveling home? But I needed to know. I needed to know what the hell was going on. I needed to know who showed up. I needed to know what kind of party that was. My curiosity, like, consumed me. It absolutely, like, my curiosity was insatiable. Plus, because I couldn't make it to the con, I want to just a little con, right? So, like, almost no one showed up. It was very empty. And the staff, who knows that I go there all the time, they were actually kind of like, I would say, like, normally when I go there, well, what I would call, like, in character, like, you know, they're being the staff, right? But, like, they're there on a Sunday after what would normally be, like, the end of their work week, right? And they're like, well, guess we're doing this too. And I show up and they're like, oh, hey, what's up? Excuse me. So, like, one night, Baller Swag Central. Next night, weebiest anime nerd shit. Gonna be real with y'all. Gonna be real. I'm gonna be 100. I saw a Naruto run conga line. I started with two guys. They put their hands back and they started running in a circle with the Naruto run. My model doesn't have that animation, and I will not be adding it. There's a lot of other stuff that I will add before I ever give myself a Naruto run, but two guys started it, and just the, like, 90% of the people there, which was not that many people. I'm picturing it in my mind. I'd say I was about 16. Maybe 12 to 16, I don't know. My memory is bad because I don't have a good brain. Like, just, you know, about a dozen, maybe plus characters, right? Yeah, characters, people, human beings, just started running in a circle like a conga line, but with their hands back in a Naruto run. And there I am, like, over here. I'm a be real again. My internet name is Ironoki. Half of that comes from Weeb. It's Ryuoki from Tenchi Muyo. Just a little bunny character, bunny alien character. It turns into a spaceship. I thought it was dope. I thought it was rad, and I still do. And then the other half is Iron Man, because like when I came up with the name, it was like the Iron Man movie had just come out. I was like, oh, I kind of like Marvel stuff now. Like the first one, the first Robert Downey Jr. Iron Man movie came out, and I'm like Iron Man 1, and I'm like, oh, this is great. This is a good movie. And so I was like, oh, I need a new handle for this. Whatever, I don't even remember what it was. Maybe Reddit. I don't know actually. But like I said, okay, I'll just take Iron and Oki and put those together, and that's how I got my handle. So like, you know, Weeb is in my blood. The animus and the mangoes are pumping through my heart still to this day. I cannot deny it. I can never escape or avoid the fact that like the animangos are a part of my soul, a part of my internet identity, and I can never escape it. Not that I really want to. Anime's still all right. But I didn't recognize. I recognized like 4 songs that they played at that dance. But I'm watching them do the Naruto Run conga line, and I don't often feel that feeling that people my age should be feeling, that goes, quote, I'm too old for this shit. I very rarely feel that. It's a relatively uncommon feeling for me. I legitimately love new experiences. I love how like culture has changed. I saw a T-shirt downtown the other day that just says the T-shirt just said "kids these days," like, you know, like an old man would think. And I'm an old man. Don't get me wrong. I'm quite old, but generally I think like kids these days are actually all right. Kids these days are actually kind of cooler than kids in my day. Kids in my day sucked. I hate them. I could not stand school. Most of the kids that I knew were awful, garbage human beings with no redeeming qualities. And if anyone says they knew me when I was like a kid, pee on them. Because they probably deserve it. I got beat up a lot. I was bullied very badly. So I don't have a lot of positive feelings about kids in my day. So I look at kids these days and be like, yo, you guys are all right. You guys do some fun shit. You've got like some cool culture going. I think the word yeet is hilarious. It's kids these days are way fucking cooler than kids in my day. Fuck kids in my day. Kids now are awesome. Now, the Naruto Run conga line did make me feel like I'm too old for this shit, but the guys doing the Naruto conga line were totally in their 30s. They were totally in their 30s and doing a Naruto conga line run at the after party at a dance club at like 11 p.m. on a Sunday after ECCC. What a fucking weekend. What a blast. Oh my God. It was nuts. I had a very nuts weekend. I also went for a bike ride. That was good. I think that'll do for story time today. I'm gonna do some art now. I'm very tired, so we'll get to see how long I can keep up a stream. Where is Kat? She has elected a nap in her bed. Oh, I played Helldivers. That's a good video game. It's just fucking Starship Troopers. It's just Starship Troopers. Starship Troopers is alright. It's bad that I kind of just want to keep writing code. That's probably bad. I just want to finish the project. I want to finish the project and show it to people. I want it to work. Oh, yeah, I'm gonna do a demo day on next Monday. So another day too. So I'll stream it and I'll tweet about it. Tweet in Blue Sky about it. Oh, that works. You're not in a good place. Shit, where is a good place for my pens? Damn. Well, I guess I gotta live with them being in a bad place. Does that work? Oh, I never set that up. Alright. Oh, since it's quiet. Oh, that doesn't even fade out. Let's fix that. Okay, need to add Groga. Not Grogu. I named this character way before Disney had Baby Yoda. So I'm drawing a character doing a kayfabe suplex, which the rest of this world has never seen before. But it's supposed to be just each character being cool for a moment, so I don't want to, like, have her, like, suplexing a person or a dummy. So I don't know really what to put in her arms as she's suplexing. I'm considering just a tree trunk. That might be funny. I wish I could have whatever amount of notoriety is required to have a fighting game of my characters. I don't think that's going to happen in this lifetime, but I think this would be a very cool fighting game cast. I honestly had that dream like 25 years ago. It's not a blue lead pencil, is it? Nah, it's not. I have this in my kit, but I never use it. I don't even remember why I put it in my kit. I'm just rounding out the tip here. Is this... Seems like a soft lead. Seems like a HB or a 2B. That's pretty soft, yeah. I think I remember why I got this and kept it in my kit is because the pencils that I've used forever, like, they don't make them anymore, and I have like a huge stash of them, but someday they'll run out. Probably not that fast. I don't think I use them at a rate that I will ever use them up before the end of my life. But I think I like got this as a possible like alternative if I ever like could no longer get the pencils I like. Too much detail too soon. Just getting the poses down first. How well can I draw the face upside down without spinning the paper? That's Lillian. That one is. Alright. Basic poses are down. Now I gotta flesh them out. Then ink them. Do I go back up? Kitty cat's hanging out right behind me. Do you want to go up? Do you want to stream with me? Oh, yeah? Okay. Hello, baby. Kitty cat, attention time. Would you like to do a Benito handshake? What's up? Yes. 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 Perfect. Absolutely perfect. I know everyone thinks they have the best cat, but I mean, I've got some evidence to back it up a little bit. Oh, hello, Pepe. Another? Yes. Whoops. Do I do the thing? Oh, that's not right. That's not right. This first. Yes. Oh. Come on, you did it perfect just a second ago. Yes. 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 Perfect. Very perfect. Just like you. Just like you. You are perfect. Hello, Pepe. I love my cat. Yeah, no, I like the tree trunk idea. This is working. How's that look like right side up? It looks dumb. I love it. She's just suplexing a tree trunk. For practice, of course. Kitty getting cozy. You know, I should make her hands like stupid huge. That makes a lot more sense. Is that big enough? That's not right. It's a broken branch, it would go upwards. Maybe really like that. I'm gonna rethink the broken branch bit. So I want it to have a branch so it looks more tree-like, but it looks pretty tree-like already. Hello, Scott. Definitely a cozy evening. Hey, score hard. Fuck. It's been a while since I've drawn Groga, and I forgot how much fun she is to draw because she is... like, her eyebrows are so crazy, she basically has a built-in Lucha mask. Sure that's in the right place just yet. When you do a flip, there's a very important piece of advice that I learned in parkour. That you think your brain is telling you the wrong thing. Because when you flip, you want to close your eyes. Don't fucking do that. Not that I expect very many people that hear me right now are ever going to be flipping. But if you flip, if you doing like a suplex or a somersault or general 360s on the, what's that, the x-axis? I don't know. Yeah. On the flipping. You know what flipping is. I know what flipping is. Everyone knows what flipping is. You want to keep your eyes open. Because your eyes can see which way is down, it turns out. And it's actually like your body is incredibly automatic at sorting shit out. And so when you go to do a flip and you're inverting yourself off the ground and you want to land on your feet and not die, open your eyes. It makes it a lot easier. How close? Okay, your eyebrows go right to your eyes. Okay, so it's like this. Not quite. Not quite the right shape. Oh, it's been a bit since I drew Groga. Okay, I've kind of half-assed your hair, your quills for most of the times I've drawn you. Let's actually think about how your hair works. Do I need to get my sketchbook out? I might. Because I have never, like, I had kind of like a way that I drew her quills, but I never really thought about exactly, like, what her hair is. It might be sketchbook time. Okay. What are we actually doing here? So, orgs have hair, but it's incredibly thick and coarse. So it's almost quill-like. So that's what I'm actually trying to draw. Oh, look at this mess. This is what happens when I start a sketchbook. Sketchbook page. It starts with trash. It's fine, you want trash. Trash is where you start on the sketchbook page. Because you're trying to figure shit out. Alright, so the way I always drew her hair is kind of like Sonic the Hedgehog-y, kind of, but they're like independent little quills like this. But that's suggesting it's going around the forehead. And she's got her little kind of like forward-facing nose and her cool big eyebrows. But what is this? What am I actually drawing? Let's make it better. Kind of permanent scowl that I designed these guys with. Let's see. So, She's got like kind of like a hairline. Let's see, look at her old pictures. There's a hairline that goes above her quills. Her eyebrows. There we go. So we got that. That looks good. I like that. And then I draw some little bits of quills kind of facing upward. But how do they turn into the big quills that I always give her? Are they just on, like, the sides of her face? Because she's got... There's her nose. Little rectangular-y, little trapezoid ears. I need to send this clip to Alan. They will have fun. They like the way I draw Groga, so. Well, I like the way I draw Groga, but I can make it better. Kind of pig-like. I mean, they're orc ogres. They're like this. They're big, burly, green, quilled hominids that live very short lives, like the Solarians. That's not where your ear goes. They're honestly like the way that I've written them is that they're kind of a lot like the Solarians from Mass Effect. Except they're big thugs, like big thug energy. So they're not stupid. They just live very short lives and kind of YOLO their way. How do I, let's see. What are the kinds of fan races? I don't know if I can drop that on stream yet. You asked me this question the other day. You already know the answer to it. There are 4 undiscovered or uncontacted races in IX as of the current age. So the current age has the orgs, whose name I'm really kind of considering like changing. I like it having an ORG in it, but I kind of want to make it more interesting. And if there wasn't something in Warhammer 40k called Ogryn already, that would be perfect. Look at the cat butt right here. Oh. Hello, baby. So yeah, the primary 4 races that we know of are the Felaru, or the cat people, the Orgs, which is who Groga is, the Sylvans, and the Plainfolk, who are humans and elves. And then there are the Mutruks, which are desert dog creatures, which are, in fact, intelligent. But very different from the rest of the gang. Okay, I could give her, like, kind of a mohawk, but I don't really like that. And her hair definitely does kind of, like, go back. She could just keep it trimmed in the front and longer in the back. That would make a little bit more sense. So she's got that cool hairline like that. Just a little prickly up front. Yeah, I'm contemplating. Okay, so part of the reason why they call themselves orgs is because the elves call them orcs and the humans call them ogres, and they kind of piece together that, hey, that just means monster in both your languages. And we're not monsters. And they are a violent people, but they have a really specific culture around their violence. So, because they live particularly short lives, they have kind of a fairly comfortable culture and religion around the fact that you're going to die someday, in that they generally literally believe in reincarnation. There's a bit about this in Wild Azaleas already. And that, like, when you die, you are born again in your family. Unless you get lost, in which case you're born in another family. And that's what happens when, like, the numbers are up or the numbers are down. That meant someone actually left your family, left your party. So, because they literally believe that, oh, if I die today, I'll be born again next week, I'll just respawn, they really don't have a lot of fear of death. They are aware of the fact that you lose all your memories when you die, but that's okay. Oh, well, Bob died last week, and a boy was born this week, so that's Bob. So we'll just raise him like Bob, and we'll tell him everything he did last life. Alright. Come up with an idea here. Orcas? Killer whales? Oh, no, I've got it. Orcana. And their religion is based on cards. Haha. That looks more like an actual hairstyle. Yeah, she keeps it kind of trimmed in the front, and then it gets a little bit spikier as it goes back. Their religion is that when you die, you are reincarnated back into your family immediately. I, as the writer, will not say whether that is actually the case or not. Nope, that's what I'm looking for. is tricky because I got to do the inner row first. Otherwise, I just go over. I feel like I need more, because I like that it's a little bit like more bare on her forehead. Like she trims her forehead a little bit. Pepe, you're a cat. That's the way to do it. That looks like my girl. They're not poets. In fact, like they have a spoken and written language. But there's a lot more to how they communicate than just their language, which is one of the things that makes them struggle a little bit communicating with the other. I would say that, like, they kind of have an action-based language. And so a physical altercation, a fisticuff, or a fight, or a duel, or a fight to the death, or a fight to yield, is communicative to them. And it's not just I punched you in the face. There is nuance to the way that one org will punch another in the face. Now here's the problem, is that, like, if I draw her like this now, it doesn't look as much like her. Maybe a little less of this. Because I haven't been drawing her this way, and it's kind of a new way to draw her. It's better. So, delving into the Orcish language isn't gonna yield the kind of results that matter to like Sylvans or plain folk or us reading the story. That's not entirely the way they communicate. So, let's say you're having a discussion with someone where you disagree with them, or perhaps that you're attracted to them. Yeah, a little bit. Dharma Congelata Tanagra. So, you push someone. Are you pushing them because you want them to be farther away from you? Are you pushing them as a threat? Are you pushing them as a brotherly show of affection? Are you pushing them in a, oh, haha, you're flirting with me, go away, right? There are different types of putting my hand on your chest and pushing you that all have communicative meaning to an orc. So, like, body language, the way you posture yourself, the way you look up or look down at someone, the way you touch another person's body. Do you touch them on the chest, on the shoulder? Do you touch their face? Do you touch their gut, right? These all set mood. So if I say hello and touch your shoulder, that means something different than hello and I touch your chest. Like, if I say hello and, like, put my hand on your shoulder with my thumb on your neck, that's like, yo, what the fuck are you doing here? But if I say hello and put my hand on your shoulder, that's like, hey, bro, what's up? Those could be the same word. Those are the same word for orcs. So it's hello in both. But because I'm touching you this way versus this way versus this way, like, the way that you touch someone changes the meaning of the word, which makes the orcs very difficult to deal with for other species because they are huge and scary. And so they're communicating in this way. And you're like, do I need to defend myself? So a physicality is part of their poetry. Which is why, like, having a word for their race is not something that's, like, inherently easy for them to do. In learning to deal with the other races, orgs have gotten better at verbal communication, especially certain tribes. In this physical communication, the death of one of the people conversing is not it is a deal. Like, that person's gonna have to be born again and have to learn who they were and all that shit. So it's not nothing, but it's less of a deal than it would be for a human that lives 80 to 100 years, or an elf that has, like, it doesn't actually, like, age. Elves don't age by time. They age through experience. So if you're in a fairly boring part of your life that's kind of monotonous, you won't actually age very much as an elf. But if you are in a very active part of your life where things are changing all the time, that's when you'll age. And so it's very common for elves to live very long because they kind of, like, hit a point in their life where, like, I'm pretty chill right here, right now. I don't need anything to change. And they just kind of, like, do their daily in and outs and grind, and that slows their life down because they're just doing the same thing every day. So an org who is gonna live 30 years at best, like, dying today when I'm gonna be reincarnated next week anyway, not that big of a deal. And so, yeah. Give the Groga kind of a tank top for the performance here. So something that org tribes who have culturally decided not, even if it's like conversationally appropriate, not to murder Sylvans and Plainfolk, use the term polite. We are a polite tribe. Polite's a weird word for them, but they're aware of it, and so when trading or dealing with Plainfolk and Sylvans, the orgs will identify as a polite tribe, which means which like almost 1-to-1 means we're not going to murder you over a conversation. There are also situations where the murder concept, it's not that they just go around killing each other all the time, it's just that it's sometimes appropriate to kill someone. I mean, obviously depends on the context, but it's just, there are times when, oh no, yeah, you should have killed them. That makes sense. They took your sandwich. They're a little spiky. This is actually looking like the best picture of Groga I have ever drawn. Does that make sense? I don't think that don't make sense. All right, so if I stab you with any other hand on your back, if I stab you with any other hand on your back on your chest, it means, hey, no hard feelings. There is a concept, so there's a concept of, like, sick or injured or anything like that, which is like, just die. Just get a new body. Just respawn. Don't what are you holding on for? You know? And it can come with a couple of different connotations where it's just like you're being an asshole, but you're kind of like old and sickly. And so it can be like just die, right? Or it could be, look, you're holding on, but it's kind of becoming a tax on the family, and the family is the whole tribe. So it's like, just, hey, what's this about? Just die. It's not like a big deal, right? Not exactly, because you can still be physical. So it's not exactly a sign language. It's an aggression language. It's so like it you could headbutt someone and still say the same thing, right? And it's not about fighting, because it's also about affection touch, right? And it's about friendly touch. But like, yeah, like contact between two people just has meaning. So it's actually more about the contact you are making with the other person than it is about which hand you're using. I will be right back. Dang, I had another story for you. I was going to tell you the story of Gremar Goodspeak. I'll save that for another time, I suppose. Okay, good. So, a long time ago, a few hundred years, I guess, in a very high mountains orc tribe, so pretty fucking up there, and fairly far from the humans, from the plain folk and the Sylvans. And honestly, before really common contact between the the Sylvans and the plain folk. There was an org who lived in a tribe named Gremar. This org was a human. He was a foundling that the tribe found and started raising and taking care of. He was old enough to speak plain speak when they found him. He was still a pretty small kid, but he had learned to talk, learned to write. But young enough that he was able to integrate into this incredibly different society. So, Gremar had a few advantages in that he was able to live past 30. He was a fairly large human, so he got along with the physicality and the thuggery, perhaps, of general org life. And yeah, no, he did quite well in that tribe. He taught them Plainspeak. Most of them were not interested in Plainspeak, and that was fine to Gremar. He was capable of communicating, in the Orcish way just as well. But, a handful of orgs in that tribe learned what the word they came up with was the word good and the word speak together. Which he also translated. So also in Plainspeak, literally the good speak. And it became a job title. That tribe interacted with plain folk rarely, but because they had a good speak, a person in the tribe who spoke plain and could actually communicate with plain folk, that caught on. And there was a neighboring tribe that was fairly similar in culture. They would have kind of like a war every 4 years or so over kind of like a patch of farmland between them. And it was a very friendly affair. They would they would schedule it in advance. Like, hey, we're doing the war this year, right? Yeah, got it. Okay. And so before the war, they would meet on the battlefield to gather and forage everything they could. Just get all the seeds, get all the plants, get everything. And they pick the time of year, so it's ideal, right? Usually in the autumn, so they can just get as much seeds and food out of the field as they can. And at this point, it's fairly shared. It's like more important to get everything off of the field before we trample it with war. And they're like, all right, on for war tomorrow? All right, cool. See you tomorrow. And then they would have an absolute brutal melee fight. The winner of the war would be the steward of the farmland, and that their tribe would get more food. The tribe that lost would yield, would have to trade for food for a little while. And then in 3 or 5 years, they'd have another war. And this field did amazing because they kept fertilizing it with themselves. And it was almost a sporting event where a lot of people died. Gremar participated in one of the wars and was remarkably resilient and refused to die. But that other tribe saw how useful it was to have the little, well, he wasn't little, he was a very big guy, but to have a plain folk, an org who was a plain folk who could speak well. And they're like, after some point, the other tribe's like, hey, can you teach us how to good speak? And so that tribe got a good speak. And it just kind of emerged among other tribes that you have a couple of people in your tribe who can speak plain who can communicate the way that the Sylvans and the Plainfolk do. And this benefits the tribe because now we can communicate with them. They don't have to fucking fear us. We can actually trade with them. And that helped orgs understand Plainfolk culture and gradually helped Plainfolk understand org culture. It's still tough. But it really was because of Gremar Goodspeak that this ever, even started. Because if it weren't for Gremar, the language barrier would have taken a lot longer to figure out. That's a good Kroga. let's get this right. So I want this to be a straight line. Just might as well swing her torso just a little bit more this way. I just saw a Blue Sky tweet. It says this. Radio Star Killer writes, not having a good day. I need to draw boobs so I can have a boob day at the very least. That's legit. Don't know what kind of outfit Azalea's wearing to the performance. I think I typically draw her in shorts. No, I had her in long pants the other day. God, I wish I drew faster because I want to tell this whole story all at once. I recently beat, or at least recently finished Elden Ring. I can say I beat it. I defeated the boss. I got credits. I got an ending. I'm the only one in my community who has finished that game. And that gave me the notion I should demand that all of my friends refer to me as Elden Lord. The problem is that I don't trust my friends not to simply refer to me as Smeldon Lord. Now, what I actually think would happen is that they simply wouldn't refer to me as Elden Lord. My friends are actually quite kind and not typically the type to aggro or jostle as one would. But I love the notion of a person demanding to be referred to as Elden Lord, and everyone instead referring to them as Smeldon Lord. Anyway, so I finished the game, and it's a good game. It is a mostly good game. I think the only thing that I would complain about is the fact that it is an open world game, because every time I play an open world game, I get bored and just kind of want to stop and don't fight the final boss until I say, you know what, I really should fight the final boss. This happened to me in Oblivion, it happened to me in Skyrim, it happened to me in Breath of the Wild, and then it happened to be in Elden Ring. It's kind of like the novelty of exploration wore off, and it took a long time to wear off, because I like to explore. Oh, hey, I should give your hand. How's this go? Like this. Where's my pens? Where's my 1? 7. That's the opposite of a 1. That's it, right? Yeah. Yeah. It makes it look more like a hand. So you're gonna be wearing your cool shoes. So my buddy Gecko's playing Elden Ring because I had they'd played it like a long time ago, and kind of fell off, and then I'm talking about like the lore and shit, and finishing it and watching like Wooly Versus play it and watching Vati Vidya explain the lore, and they're like, yeah, I should probably fucking finish that game. So they've been like popping it onto like a Discord stream, and I've just been watching them. That game's a lot of fun to watch a second time. Hello, baby. I'm gonna give a kitty cat a brushie. Hello, would you like the brushies? Is that the spot? That's the spot. That's the itchy spot. Yes. 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 Perfect. Why are you so perfect? It's amazing. I love my cat. Nope. No more cat. Hello, baby. You are on the floor now. So the problem with giving her Bonito is that she knocks it off and then she wants to chase the rest of it. Hello, meow. Elbow goes just a little bit above the head. About here. So if you stretch your arms out, they go. Do I need to push your torso even farther to the right? I think I do. Because she's small, but she's fucking strong as fuck. And, like... I want to draw her cute, because she's cute, but she's strong. And I want, like, her uppercut is, like, she is just straight up using, like the pushing off of the foot, doing the straight up thing. So it's like when she punches upwards, she's just connecting, like, from the ball of her foot to the tip of her knuckle. So, and I want it to look, like, fucking, like, actually strong. And so I'm trying to get this line to actually connect through her body. And my anatomy's all right, but this is I'm kind of pushing my this skill issue a little bit. Uh-oh. Unerasable smudge. It's fine. Photoshop's got my back. Hashtag don't use Photoshop. Oh, it's coming up on 9. We're almost done. Which way would her... Let's see if I... Maybe kind of sideways, honestly. So we'd see, like, the curve of her pinky finger. And then the palm of her hand here. It's going to be tricky to get that right. I don't think I can get that done before I'm done tonight, but... So we'd have like the meat of her palm like right here, back of her fist, and then kind of like the fold of the finger here, ish. And from this angle, most of the we can kind of draw our thumb right there. I can clean it up, make it look more good. But good enough for now. I think that's progress. Got Groga about where I wanted to be. Azalea, we're getting there. And the other 3 are in at least the right position. And it'll look like more of this when it's done. I'm gonna find a raid. Ooh, CB. Doodler the Doodler, Fake Eggs, Saiba. Anyone smaller? Fen must have just launched. Dawn's playing Rebirth. Cass playing Tekken 8. Oh, you're new. Anyone else new? Let's rate someone new. I don't know much about this person. They seem to be drawing some kind of cool little character. Oh, it's emotes. Emotes are good. I have Ani. Hanavi. Got it. I got it. I can read letters into words. Target locked. Let's go hang out with someone new. Been hanging out with me, been lurking, been chilling, doing whatever. Hey, thanks for hanging out. Let's go hang out with someone new. Be nice. All right, have a good night, folks.